from somewhere beyond the brim, beyond the smoke, and just past 7:30 p.m. Central. A gathering of gentlemen discussing Cap's culture and whatever else drifts into the night. The Gentlemen's Roundtable. Every Tuesday, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, where the conversation goes beyond the caps.
And there we have it. Another amazing job by Dubs. I am Reviews a Moose. I am wearing the love spell by our show guest here from Rad Caps. What about you, Dubs? What do you got on there, bud?
I got on the Green Nug by Zia Hat Makers, and it's a really awesome cat, man. Like it.
And Ox, I got on the gray plaid flat cap from my site. Brought some of these in from a wholesaler, really good. It's like a flat cap with a split top, so it gives you a nice little drape. And I got them in two colors, brown and also charcoal plaid, on my website, anoxunbox.com. There will be a lot of shameless plugging tonight. We got the t-shirts, and I'm going to take a little sip out of my Dubs Hat Hub mug here that I got from dubshathub.com.
Nice. Chad from First 508 Airborne on YouTube. I'm wearing the Sturkowski denim Shelby. I like this one a lot. I like most of Sturkowski's Shelbys. They're great caps.
It's a good looking cat.
Oh, definitely.
And now our guest, Todd. What do we got going on, bud?
Man, how's it going? I am here. I couldn't decide which hat I wanted to wear tonight, so I decided to just do both. I'm currently wearing the, so far, mostly unannounced Vice by Rad Caps here. This is a all white seersucker. Think like the Yacht Rock, but all white instead of the stripy dues and the white and navy there. But then this is the one that everyone's been talking about the past few days, is the Rad White and Blue.
Oh, that's
right here.
Man, that's sick.
This screams murder right here.
And is that now live on the site?
They are, but you know what? I think I have to push a button. I got so caught up with your fancy intro there. I was like impressed.
Cheese
and I
and
forgot
crackers.
to push the button.
Cheese and crackers.
Calm your tits. Give me like 3 seconds here.
What's the material on that red, white, and blue cap?
Like you said, we're kind of, you got the Anox t-shirts on. You get those on Anox's website.
Yeah.
I am. This has not been released yet on Shirt Show. This is the Gentleman's Roundtable new shirt. This is by the Roadhouse, kind of like Roadhouse font. And also, one of our followers, he's a little hemmed up right now. He decided to he wanted to get something wrong with his blood all of a sudden, and then go to the hospital for a few days. But I got the John Leary Yikes shirt.
Yikes!
I don't know if John's watching yet. Usually he's already blowing up the comments. I don't see it on here yet.
Sometimes it's a little late. So
yeah. So, and then on the back we got the Yikes. And this is just John has become the Gentleman's Roundtable type mascot, kind of like Orko was with He-Man. But yeah, so
I got to get that one in a tank top.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got to get one too.
Did that give enough time, Todd?
Hey, Todd, can I ask you real quick on that the red, white, and blue cap there? What's the material?
This is cotton. It's cotton. It's very, very lightweight. It does have the satin, the black satin liner there, but
awesome.
It's extremely lightweight. I mean, it's very.
I like the satin liners. They're always nice on your head when you don't have.
Yeah, I tend to lean towards that too, because I'm always intrigued. I always want to put like a logo in there or something like Boston Scally Company does. I mean, that's all really neat, but then everyone complains about it sticking to their nugget and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of go back and forth internally, but I always end up just going with what I know I like, which is the plain satin there.
I like that.
Hey, we got fancy new labels.
Yeah, we don't want the matte wing sticking to the head.
I like
this
the way
guy
the
is-
bill.
This guy
I like the way
is
the
a
bill the same
beautiful
color underneath
lightweight
too.
Nice.
cotton and
That's a great looking
red,
cap.
white, and blue.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go out and eat hot dogs. Barbecue. It looks like something you should be wearing at a 4th of July barbecue.
Yeah.
And
Todd,
is
that,
that live now? Is that live now, Todd?
Yes. Both,
All
All right, let me go ahead and
both
plug that
caps,
real quick. Give me 1 second.
The red, white, and blue, and the Vice, and they each have a pin that go with them too. So make sure you check those out. That's at radcaps.co.
That was what I was
Oh,
going to ask. The Vice has like a pin. Is that like a Radcap logo? It looks like Miami Vice colors, or
Yeah.
Let me pull it up for you right here.
Great
I don't know
name,
if I
by the
have-
way.
I don't know why I didn't. Where's the camera?
yeah.
That's
Oh,
what's
but
right
nice,
there.
nice.
Yeah, and it really pops on this all white cap.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
sick.
so
That's
that
sick.
does look sharp. All right, so
Yeah,
everybody
that
watching,
was
if you
nice.
head to radcaps.co, use the
Yeah, it looks
code
great.
Roundtable, and you'll get 10% off your order. Just so you guys get a heads up, you guys want to go ahead and start heading over to Radcaps.
10%, man. That's good.
I'm
By the
gonna
way,
wear my Dwayne Wade Miami Heat jersey with that sucker right there, with the Vice.
If
Yeah.
you get both, that'll put you up over the $69 threshold. You get free shipping too. So remember that.
Ooh, so there you
Nice.
go. If you buy
And-
both
and-
caps, add
quantities are
Roundtable for
tight.
10% off. It'll put you over the threshold for free shipping. So that's like double dipping.
Yeah, and quantities of these are pretty tight. So don't mess around. If you know.
Oh, hold
you
on a
know.
second. Is that well, cheese and crackers? Well, don't
do
whoever's
your-
watching, do not buy all the 60s, please.
Do all your don't wait till payday. Do your 4 payments, do the shop pay or whatever.
Yeah, the 4 payment thing.
Yeah.
So now, Todd, I'm just going to jump right into a question before we start getting into the shirts part of everything. Like, how long did it take you to decide to think of that cap there? Because I mean, both of them look amazing, but the rad, white, and blue. I mean, just the thought process of the rad instead of red, that's pretty cool as well. But
Yeah, the name's cool.
Yeah,
So
it is
the
a cool name.
before I get into that, I just saw Luther Fergus just sent me a message, but I didn't read it. I didn't get to see it, and if I click on it now, it's going to kick me out of here. So can Luther send me another message so I see the notification again? Okay. The red, white, and blue. I had the idea for red, white, and blue, and I had no idea what it was going to look like. I just knew I wanted to do a red, white, and blue with the 250th anniversary and everything going on and all that. I wanted to do the red, white, and blue. I was thinking about it since like Christmas, trying to figure out what it would look like. I wanted to do something different. I don't usually do loud, bold things, but I wanted to go outside that box a little bit with this one. And Charlie and I, we scoured the internet and stores here locally, everywhere we could go, trying to find the right pattern and material that we wanted to go with. And this is what we ended up coming up with, and it's nice.
hey,
That's
Todd,
such a
how many
cool
60s
name. I
did
wonder
guys
if you
get
should
in for the
maybe
red,
do a
white, and blue?
series.
Yeah. That's a
Every
good
year
idea,
come out
Chad.
with a new one for 4th of
Yeah.
July.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I've already gotten feedback about the Vice because it's so similar to the Yacht Rock that this could be turned into a collection as well. So
Sure.
we'll see. The summer's still young.
There you go.
Hey, Todd,
Yes, sir.
how many 60s did you get in the red, white, and blue? Because I see people
Not-
saying it's already sold out.
It
man.
could
Oh,
be. I'm telling you,
dude.
these quantities here are limited. Let me.
What in the Sam hell's
Oh,
going
wait,
on?
yeah.
Awesome.
refresh this.
Awesome for Todd, but that sucks for you.
Yikes.
Yes.
Yikes.
What
Great
about
news for
a
Todd.
68 for Dub? You got a
Yeah,
68
Charlie
for
just
Dub?
told-
Get
Charlie just
yourself
told
a
me that
59
somebody-
and get that head stretcher to work.
What do you top out on this run? What's the biggest size?
62.
62.
And we're out of 55s, 56s, and 60s. We only
Man, hurry up
have-
and snag a 59 moose and stretch it.
That
we
was
only
quick.
have-
Yeah, well,
Gotta
kinda
use
hard
those
to do that
stretchers,
right
man.
now.
We've only got 10
difficult
left.
to place an order right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's never been like this. It's never gone this fast. So I mean, I don't know.
It's the power of the GRT.
Yeah.
There you go, Chad.
We
Yeah.
become a
Just said she
marketing
feels
machine.
bad. It's like
People were waiting to pull that trigger.
all of a sudden we're like Hales, selling out of things in like 3 minutes, and I hate that. I hate it. So,
Yeah, I should have bought.
We're
all
gonna
the
have to in the
60s before we
future
were on
have
the
you
show.
open that up for us to do a pre-sale before you release it on the show.
maybe next time we'll just have to order like 8,000 of them.
Well, it's great to see. It's great to see for sure.
Yeah, for real.
No,
you know,
congrats.
it's awesome.
That's awesome,
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again,
that's
everybody
good.
watching, if you guys head to radcaps.co, and then if you get both the caps, it'll put you over the threshold for free shipping, and then use Roundtable for 10% off. All right,
Dude, Todd's like, see you later now, man. He's got
Well,
Hey,
the thing is,
I'm out.
really though, this particular episode is supposed to be about the shirts. I mean, of course, I'm
Yeah.
always going to come out and do something, hat wise whenever we're here, because that's what we do. But the show's really about the shirts, and I got some shirts up there too.
yeah, let's go and start showing them off here, Todd. What do we got?
Yeah.
What do we got? Because
Yeah.
First, get them out there.
I wish I had them I could hold up, but I just don't. But if you go to shirtshow.co, click on, there's a section for collections. And if you click on the Scally Crew collection, man, there's like I think 8 different movie inspired t-shirts that I think are pretty sweet. There's like a Harry Potter one, there's a Back to the Future one, there's a Top Gun one. They're doing their BSC is doing their Top Gun thing. We've got Toy Story. I had a Toy Story one because that's coming out on Friday. So check those out if you like the Scally Crew.
You still got that one?
Yeah, that's still on there. In fact, that's part of the summer collection and the USA 250 collection.
There was a pin with that too, right?
Yeah, that pin is sold out. That pin was fire. Yeah, that went.
What kind of shirt is this? Because I see it's just got the shirt show label. So what kind of shirt is this that you would get when you order from you? What kind of shirt do you get?
We use Gildan.
Gildan,
in fact,
yeah.
honestly, most shirts that you get are Gildan, even if they don't say Gildan on it, because Gildan owns pretty much everybody. A lot of people,
Right.
A lot of t-shirt people will use like Bella and Canvas, or they'll use Comfort Colors.
Yeah.
Different things like that. They're all Gildan.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They make the
I
Bella and all
like-
that stuff too, huh?
Huh.
I like the Gildan heavy cotton. That's what I do most of my shirts in. The Gildan
I do
heavy.
the
And-
Bella Canva and the Comfort Colors both.
Yeah, I
So,
like the Bella stuff.
Yeah.
It's got a nice
Charlie-
drape.
Charlie
It's got a
likes-
nicer drape to it.
Charlie
Yeah.
likes the Comfort Colors, and my bestie here, he's always complaining about nipple sandpaper. T-shirts that feel like nipple sandpaper. He has to have like extra soft
The
shirts.
Band-Aids on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, John Leary, he actually sent me shirts to make to print on them for him, because he's particular about his shirts, and that's
Oh my goodness.
doing that. So.
John ain't playing around.
Yeah.
Tough customer, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yikes.
John's a good guy. I enjoy John. Me and him went back and forth a little bit yesterday. And he came back with this one-liner that was top notch.
Oh, he got you. He got you good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was making a joke about him because he's in the hospital, trying to lighten things up. And I was like, the doctor didn't tell you how long he'd be in the hospital for penile enlargement. Yeah. Then
He had a good
back
comeback
with
for that one.
Yeah, he was like,
well,
I
you
actually got a
gotta
reduction.
say-
I was tripping over it.
said it hit his toe or stumped his toe or something like that.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I had jury duty, and one of the cases that I had was a guy that was suing a hotel because he fell in the shower and like scraped his foot somehow, and it ended up getting so bad, the infection and everything else, he ended up having his foot cut off, amputated.
Dang.
Did he get like that flat feeding virus or something?
Was it sepsis?
Yeah, it was just poorly cared for. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Jeez, man.
So like I was on this jury for this civil trial. It's like he was suing for like $3 million too. And we all went back to the the jury room to talk about our thoughts and feelings, and we all kind of agreed that he definitely deserves something, like should be getting some sort of payout for the care that he should have received but didn't. But he's suing the wrong people. He was suing the hotel, not the doctors.
Yeah.
The hotel didn't do anything wrong.
Well, a lot of
But,
recovering from that kind of stuff has to do with your immune system, anyways. You know, I mean, something that somebody with a compromised immune system gets, they can get a horrible infection like that, where somebody else, their body just shrugs it off like it's nothing.
Dude, sepsis can get crazy real fast, man.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I got it before from a dog biting my thumb.
Yeah.
My kid had he ended up getting MRSA he had like an ingrown toenail that just it wouldn't end. And it was a whole thing. So when John was in the hospital with that, we were like, hey, you get that stuff taken care of, man.
For real, man.
Yeah.
I worked as a nursing assistant for a few years when I first got out of the Army, and I've taken care of people with a lot of different bad infections at the veterans home. Some of that stuff is nothing you want to mess with.
Nope.
Pretty sure that's how Bob Marley died. He had like a cut from a soccer injury on his foot.
Oh wow!
I mean, the infection spread and it turned into some kind of cancer or something. He never got taken care of.
Yeah. And those are tuning in. Shirt Show and Radcaps, those are actually the guys who make our GRT shirts as well. And so if you're going to go ahead and help them out there, I'll go ahead and put I got the link going across the bottom. There's and you go to shirtshow.co, but I'll put a link in the chat for our link to we're turning
into a regular distribution center over here. We do t-shirts for Gentlemen's Roundtable. We do John Leary's shirts. We do Moonscar for Bobby Capel. We do those shirts.
So let me ask you, how do you work? Do you just sell the shirts like a place like Teespring does when other people are using you, or are they buying the shirts up front and then you're selling them, or how does that work? Are you doing print on demand?
Yeah, I was curious if you're doing print on demand as well.
Yeah, I do everything on demand. It's not practical to, at least not yet. I mean, this is literally just me and Charlie over here running this little sweatshop here out of our office.
So are you actively trying to recruit people?
No, I can't afford to recruit people.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. Like people to print their stuff,
like if Ant wanted to get out of Redbubble and have us do it, we could do.
Well, let me.
I'm looking to do. I'm looking to.
I'm
get
not
off
on Redbubble. Not on Redbubble.
I'm looking to get off of Teespring and find somebody else to do some stuff through.
I got my own domain now, anoxunbox.com. No more Redbubble. Although the shop's still open because I don't want to transfer all those shirts over. It's too much.
Redbubble does
collabing would be great. That's why we did the GRT thing, with you, because always if you have somebody like that who's doing it right there, you're not dealing with a whole POD. So what can you explain about the transfers? Like what kind of transfer you use, and is it a vinyl transfer, DTF?
We use DTF, direct to film. It's sort of in our experience, no system is perfect. There's heat transfer vinyl. There's all kinds of different ways to do it. There's the screen printing and stuff like this. And none of them are perfect, but we find that DTF it ticks the most boxes. You get high quality, highly detailed images, multicolors, and it's easy to get and easy to make. So when someone orders a shirt, I almost never have a shirt lying around waiting for you to buy it. You buy it and then I make it. I have transfers lying around and I have shirts lying around, and I have to just put them together.
Right.
And it takes a few minutes to do. Sometimes I may have to, there are some guys that order large size t-shirts like 4 and 5X. Those are tougher to get, so sometimes it can take me an extra couple of days to kind of get all the things I need to make it. But that's another reason why I tend to use Gildan t-shirts, because they're more readily available. They're all over the place. So
So do you,
it's
print
easy
those
to get.
transfers on demand too?
I looked into it. I have a guy here in town that does it for me. I looked into doing it myself. I talked to my guy about it, and he said if you're not in the business of just making transfers, it's not worth it. The printers are stupid expensive. There are a lot of maintenance and upkeep.
Yeah.
So if
But
it's
do you,
just
do you contact the printer, like say somebody you're working for somebody and they want certain logos printed up for an order? Do you then contact your printer and he prints those transfers up for you, and then
yeah,
you do the
so
shirts, or do you keep a stock of those things?
I do keep a stock of some things. So I never when I order transfers, I never order like a transfer. Like if someone were to buy the new Top Gun Scally Crew shirt today, I'm not going to go and buy one Top Gun transfer. I'm going to get a few of them, so I'll have a few of them lying around. Sometimes if I'm making stuff, I'll have like some extra space that I can fill in with some stuff, and so I might do that. A lot of times, so I do a lot for my kid's football team. His high school can't really afford to do a lot of things for the kids, so we do a lot of stuff for them, and the coach will like call Charlie or text Charlie and say, this is what I want to do, and then I have to like take however long it takes to design it. I actually do a lot. The designing part is the fun part to me. I can just sit there for hours on end on the couch. Charlie will be watching TV and I'll just be sitting there drawing stuff out. That's the fun part for me. And then once we figure out what the design is going to be, then I go to my print guy and, say I need, 50 of these, and here's the dimensions and the whole thing. And then
Interesting.
he prints them out, and he's right down the street, so I can get those usually same day, maybe the next day.
Right.
Depending on things.
Cool.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and can you go ahead and show the
Someday-
caps one more time, Todd?
I was just gonna say someday maybe it'll be big enough and I can get my own printer and then cut out the middleman. But my middleman's a good guy, so this is one small
Yeah.
business supporting another, really.
I got
but
to
the
switch my
hats-
merch off at Teespring. I've been having nothing but problems with them since they changed ownership.
Really.
So do you have a machine in your house, like on site, or
When you say machine,
you have like a machine to print shirts on your own?
I have a heat press right here behind me. It's
A heat
this,
press.
I don't know if it's
And
in the
you-
shop, but this white
Yeah,
thing.
can you show it to
here.
us and explain the heat press?
I have like the iPhone of heat presses. It's not mechanical like other people's, but this is it here. There's a drawer. I put the t-shirt down.
Right.
The transfer on top of the t-shirt. I don't know if I can't see with this.
Yeah, we can see
Oh,
it.
yeah, you're good.
Working,
You're
but-
good.
Put the t-shirt there, closes, you push a button, it presses and does its thing for a little bit. And then there's a process for, you have to let it cool off and cure it and all kinds
So
of stuff.
how long is the whole process of, say, printing a shirt with the front and like the tagline you do, the back maybe?
Just the pressing part?
Yeah, like say for instance the Gentleman's Roundtable T-shirt. Like what's the process? How long does it take to make one of those?
Once it's all made, once the design is done, once the transfers are printed, once I have the t-shirts, it takes like 2 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not a long process by any means. Although
And
there's
that's the whole cooling off process and everything.
what's that?
But then you have like a cooling off after that, right?
Cooling off, it's like it literally takes 30 seconds. I usually
Oh,
just
wow.
kind of, wave it like this
okay.
a couple of times and let it cool off.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
assuming that it took
desk
longer.
here, my desk here is generally pretty cold. Sometimes I'll just lay it flat on my desk and kind of press it, and if I'm kind of in a hurry.
Right.
Sometimes, I mean, I still have a 9-to-5 job. I sit here at my desk doing my day job, and sometimes I'll be working on a t-shirt at the same time. So I'll like press it and then just like let it hang out there for a little while I do something over here, and then I get back to it and kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
That's
Cannot
interesting knowing
emphasize
the inner
enough that
workings.
it's literally me and my wife and this little, 15 by 15 dining room converted into an office.
Well, that's funny because when Mike from
With-
Zia was on, he was showing us his little section, but then there was like other sections, and he kept going and going and
Yeah.
going. You know,
Yeah.
like-
It was like a maze.
We,
yeah, so it's
I-
interesting to see like what's behind the scenes. You know what I'm
We've
saying?
started-
I would like to
doing-
get there someday. I'd actually there's a little shopping center a couple of miles from where we live that Charlie loves. She's always liked it since she was little. But I would love to have a storefront in this little shopping plaza. But and then I could have all of these different machines and actual space and back stock and inventory and stuff, and that would be
Right,
really
right.
great. But you guys need to buy some damn t-shirts, so we can make these things happen.
Yeah, man.
We've started-
We're all in the t-shirt game here, and I
Yeah.
think we could all agree that it's a tough game to be in, man. It's
It is.
you know, it's not easy to sell t-shirts. For
Yeah.
sure.
I used to do mugs on Etsy, and I had more luck with mugs than I did t-shirts.
Oh yeah,
so,
that's what I got.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
the Dub.
actually-
This is Dub's mug. He had a girl draw up this design for him, right? So that is not AI.
Nope, not
Not
AI.
that much.
That one is
I'm
not
actually-
AI.
I'm actually
Yeah.
kind of not I don't want to say trying to get out of the t-shirt game, but the t-shirt game has sort of become secondary to the hats.
Yeah.
And I'm actually trying to I'm trying to get into the flannel game.
Mm.
But you know, like we released that abominable flannel
Yes.
hoodie a few months
Yeah.
ago. We still have a handful of those, so I don't want to you know, go head first into anything without, you know, we have to be responsible, right?
Yeah.
So I would really like to get into the flannel game more so than the t-shirt game, but the t-shirt game and the hats are where we're getting our most growth from. So that's what we need to focus on for now.
So is
For merch
Rag-
wise, I've sold a lot of dad hats. Those seem to be very popular, and also winter beanies. I sell a lot of those too.
Mhm.
People seem to like those.
Yeah, your
So-
logo looks good in the beanie for sure.
So is your
No.
focus like flat caps now? Are you going to do other stuff?
I have yes, I want to do other stuff. The people that I use, I've been really impressed with their flat caps.
Yeah.
And flat caps are kind of my personal favorite
Same
style.
here. Yeah.
So you know, I it's easy for me to lean into that because
Gotcha.
it's what I like, it's what we're good at, and the whole thing. That said, I do have some ideas for some other type of caps, but I just have to get with, you know, our manufacturer and figure out the best way to do that. That's,
Mm-hmm.
What other
With
types
that.
are you looking at?
you know, I've thought about 6 panels and 8 panels.
So duckbill.
Yeah. There's a couple of designs in particular that I would really, really like to do, but they are like one of them is a 6 panel. So I need to get the right 6 panel template, you know?
Yeah.
But it's tough to do, especially, you know, we can really only do like 1 or 2 hats a month, maybe. So
Some of the duck bills look so small on me. So if you could get something that, you know, fills out a little bit more, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Well, Todd, it looks like the rad, white, and blue has sold out. So congratulations on that.
yeah.
Wow,
I
that's
guess.
crazy.
Congrats.
Man. Congrats.
Congrats, man.
That's crazy.
I feel bad for anybody who missed it. That's
I hope you
need
still
to-
have a
and-
58 in the vice, man. That's what
What
I
about
have.
me?
You should have prepared and had like a fireworks show outside for us to watch when you sell out.
I have dogs. These dogs do not like the fireworks.
Yeah.
That's
So-
awesome, though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did both of them sell out or just the rad, white, and blue?
I can't see the inventory.
I hope the vice didn't say, dude, save me a 58 in that vice. Would have been.
Yeah.
Let me just come up here and refresh real quick. See what the inventory is looking like. The
Oh, it
vice,
looks like
we
there's still-
we still have all sizes in the vice. We're down to 160 in the vice.
Man, I'm so glad I don't have a big ass head.
Yeah, man. It really is a curse, dude. You get left out on a lot of stuff, man.
So anybody who missed out on that, go to our shops and hit up our shops. You gotta spend some money tonight. Spend some money tonight.
Yeah, the Vice is still available. The red, white, and blue has sold out. Thanks a lot, guys, for saving me a 60 centimeter. It looks like that didn't happen. I tell you. But
whoever's got the 60, jack it up in price.
Yeah, and if you go to
Put it on
radcaps.co and use the code Roundtable, you get 10% off your order. Todd, do you have any final words there for you, sir?
No, I don't. I don't know what to say about selling out of this thing already.
That's great, man.
Hey, congrats, man.
It's bittersweet. It's great, but again, I feel bad for anyone who missed it. I feel bad for anyone who isn't going to see this until tomorrow.
Yeah.
I tell you what, selling them out right away is a lot better than being stuck with a bunch for a long time.
This is true. Well, so you know what? We still have a couple of the yacht rocks. We still have a couple of the Love Spell and Guelga. Just a few of them. I mean, not many, not a lot by any means, but you know, don't give up just because you didn't get the red, white, and blue.
Well, that's awesome that you're able to come on, sell out of a cap. I mean, that's I know last time you were on here, what was the yacht rock that sold pretty well, but I remember the Love Spell went pretty quick too.
The Love Spell, I had to actually, I ordered. So when we ordered the Guelga, I was able to get the manufacturer to make an extra handful of the Love Spell for us, even though it didn't fit within their minimum order quantities and stuff like that. But they were nice enough to do that. So I was able to restock a couple of sizes for those and make some people happy, but that's not the norm. And it's actually not possible with the red, white, and blue because the material is what the material's gone. So.
All right. Well, that's fantastic. Well, it's glad that you're able to sell out. Like I said, thank you for coming on the Gentleman's Roundtable again. And always welcome to have you come back. And we look forward to having you on whenever you want to come on. Just send us a message. You know how we feel about you. And
oh yeah,
you're good in our book. So
this is your drop, man.
You coming on.
I'm so happy that it's getting to the point
man.
where he's selling all of them. You know, that's awesome.
Always a blast to come here. I'm going to go maybe get some ice cream before I start steaming and packing up hats.
Nice.
All right, Todd. Thanks again for joining us, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Take care, brother.
Bye.
And before we bring our next guest on, I'm getting Ryan on here and Bobby. Bobby, we can see the chats for Facebook on here, so we can definitely see everything. Like Rob just put awesome. And Ryan put on no chat. We can actually see them. I don't know what the error is.
I can only
there,
see the
but
chats on my channel. I can't see the other one.
Screen. Say it again.
I said the rest of us can only see the chats on our channel. We can't see.
Yeah. I can see everything from everybody's clips that are on here. Everybody that shares the stream, I can see everything on my screen. Yeah, like Facebook and everything. So they are definitely coming across. And so next, who's gonna do the next introduction? Is it me?
We got Jason from SRC Clothing.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring Jason on, and here he comes. There he is. Look at that beautiful face.
What's up, man?
How you doing, Jason?
I'm good. How are you guys?
What's going on,
Good.
dude?
Thanks
What's
for
up,
coming on.
Jason? What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Not much.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me. I really appreciate you reaching out.
Appreciate you
No
coming
problem.
on.
No problem.
Yes.
We're glad to have you on, and let's go ahead and hear about your story, Jason. Go ahead and tell us everything that's going on, and then we're going to hit into the whole shirt thing, okay?
All right, you got it. So I got into shirts probably around 1999, and it was pretty. I just drew a logo, and then everyone in my work was like, "Hey, make a shirt." So I did it in 1999, but I paid for every step of the process. And then I took a break for a while. You know, real world got in the way, and when I finally kind of settled out, probably around 2013, I think, I started it back up, and that's when I started SRC. And this time, instead of paying everyone along the process, I just went out and I bought the equipment, and I just started screen printing my SRC shirts. At that point, I was really digging it. I was really liking it. I had a big old screen press thing in my garage, but I found that I was getting a lot of requests for, like, hey, a Walmart account where you go in and you screen print Walmart on a shirt 1,000 times. And I'm just not into that. I'm not.
Yeah.
So
Same.
I did a good little stint. I made some logos, whatever, and then it kind of died out. But I kept SRC on Instagram, but I sold my equipment. And then lo and behold, I want to say we'd have to go back to Scally Cap Mafia and look, but I want to say it was around 2018 or 2019 maybe. I took a trip to Boston and that kind of fell in love with the Scally Caps. So then when I get back here to Arizona, and the reason I don't have one on right now is, guys, it's like 110 here. In Phoenix, summer is really, yeah, it's hot. So the
Dude,
Scally
that
Caps
would
don't
kill
work
me,
too well.
man. That's
I do have
crazy.
one linen one from Puerto Rico that I'll wear from time to time because it breathes, but the rest, it's just too hot. So that's why I don't have one on right now. But I joined Scally Cap Mafia, and I was wearing one of my shirts, my Black Star Pub shirt, and another member, Jim Mitchell. He hit me up. He's like, "Hey man, where'd you get that shirt?" And I was like, "Oh, I make them." And then SRC kind of started up again. I started doing logos. At that time, I was just doing HTV, strictly HTV, cutting vinyl. I knew enough. I didn't want to stack vinyl. I didn't want my logos super thick. Some of them still kind of came out thick, but I got into it for a while. It was really a good time. And then I'll just be honest. The solo vinyl, the HTV, the individual colors, you just can't be super creative if you want a nice feeling shirt. So then I kind of ventured into DTF, which takes us to where we're at now. I like DTF a lot better. I can express my logos a lot better. And at the same time, SRC served its purpose. I'm not going to shut it down, but I'm kind of moving on. I'm going to be going with Black Clover Cartel. It's going to be a little bit darker. I will have a few Scally Cap logos in there, but it's gonna cover across the board, from motorcycles, cars, to just guy stuff. I mean, but it's definitely gonna be a little bit darker. So that was kind of my progression to where I'm at. So I have shut everything down. I'm looking to get probably a launch in probably mid-July. Or the beginning of July. And then the other thing, not to take up a bunch of time, but the other thing, guys, what my deal is, and it may not be the key to success, but I'm really not here to make money. I'm not here to print a bunch of shirts and just ship them off and sell them. SRC at one point was kind of running me a little ragged. I was getting a lot of orders, and all I was doing was shirts. And I'm semi-retired, pretty much fully retired, and I'm enjoying life. The only reason I'm really making shirts now with Black Clover Cartel is kind of more for the aspect that someone looks at my design and says, I have to have that. That is the motivation. It's really not the money. And I don't want to make a gazillion shirts. So what I'm going to do with Black Clover Cartel is, when I launch, I'm going to start doing limited drops. And then I'm going to rotate logos in and out. I don't know if I will have a full-blown open storefront the whole time. I don't know if I really want that. So I'm still kind of figuring that out. But when I do launch, it's going to be, I got blackclovercartel.com. You can't go there right now. It's just a placeholder. So I'm getting that all set up. And for probably the last 5 months, I've just been having a blast making all my logos. If you've been on my Instagram, Black Clover Cartel, you've got a peek at just a few of them. I have so many right now sitting, and the cool thing about it is, with what I'm doing, is it lets me refine what I'm doing, because I'll come up with something and I will actually print it, and then I will wear it, and then I get to judge it if it's the look I want or not. I can show. You guys got time for an example?
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I've been seeing some of his stuff, and it's crazy how his look,
Oh, hell
his
yeah.
logos have,
So that
evolved over time. Like real sick, detailed stuff now, and darker, like he said.
Yeah.
So this was my original, but it's
I
just
just
not
followed
fitting
you on
what I want
Instagram.
Black Clover Cartel to be. So I wore it, and it just didn't hit me. And I don't want to put out anything that doesn't hit me. So I refined it. And I'm going with just kind of a more premium look. Not so much, buy it at a graphic tee shop. So that part I'm totally digging, but it takes a little bit more time, because in SRC could whip out a logo, and if you guys gave a good response, I would just print it and make it. And I'm going a little different on this one. It's really going to be, I want to say it's art on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's how I want to kind of describe it. So that's the gist of my story, guys.
I noticed that
I
limited.
agree. Ant's the one that turned me on and went to send me over here. And I just looking at the artwork you have on your shirts. I mean, it was basically what you just showed. It's just out of the world
great
as far as quality and the way it looks and how in depth and detail it was. That was pretty impressive.
Detail, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That is what moved me to the world of DTF. It's a lot more work. I have to do a lot more editing, but I enjoy it, man. And there's some wicked stuff coming. I think you guys are all going to like it. I know you guys will probably love anything that I have that I put out from this point on with a scally cap on it, because they'll be pretty wicked and maybe even themed. What I did with SRC, when I first got into the scally caps with Boston Scally, when they would drop a hat, I would design a logo color-wise or whatever. I'm just one of those guys, man, where like if I'm wearing a certain kind of hat, then I want something to match with it, and I want it to be color coordinated. I go get Chucks, and I got colors of Chucks that I never thought I would ever own, but I got a cap that's that color, so I got my Chucks on with the cap.
You go all in, man. You go all in.
And Jason, go ahead and plug your Instagram one more time.
It's Black Clover Cartel.
I just subscribed to it, so I started following you.
Facebook page, Black Clover Cartel by SRC, and that's on Facebook. And then my SRC Facebook page, Self-Reliant Clothing, SRC at Self-Reliant Clothing, that's still up and running right now on Facebook. I pretty much just kind of share whatever I'm doing with Black Clover on SRC, because Black Clover is just starting, so I don't have my followers pulled over yet on Facebook. Instagram, I can make the switch and keep my followers, and no one's really jumped off. So I think a lot of people are kind of liking the new direction. So at least that's what I'm getting comments at.
I noticed that limited release seems to be what a lot of people are doing these days. It must help spur on sales, then people don't sleep on it thinking I'll get it later, if they see something they like.
Yeah. I mean, Jason was one of the first guys when I first got into scally caps who would wear the flat caps with the low brim in the front. Mm-hmm. So like he wore the flat caps the same style as me. I remember because I was only about flats first before I evolved into other things, But and also how the designs evolved from just scally caps and skulls and boxing things to like all the sick stuff you're putting out now. It's pretty cool to watch. It's pretty cool to watch everybody's growth, like over the last few years.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of your stuff on your Instagram page now that I'm signed up
on these groups that we're all in. When I joined Scally Cap Mafia, my very first one, everyone was buying caps. Nobody in the group was making caps.
Right.
Then lo and behold, I'm gonna mess his last name up, but is it Daniel Luber or
Lubier?
Lubier. He came out with one. I was so mad because I missed it and I wanted one so bad. And then it seemed after that, I didn't get into it. I did for a minute. I was like, I want to make my own cap, but long term, I was like, I don't know that I want to be that involved. But then we started seeing all these other people making caps and then starting their own companies. And it's really cool to see, like Chris with Funky Brims. That is so cool to see. I mean, I don't know how long he's had Funky Brims, but I know that when he was first on the forum, he wasn't pushing it. He wasn't talking about it. And then to see him open it and then to see his collection is incredible.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
And like Ant was saying about the growth, it's not just shirts. It's the like Todd for like the guys you just not had on there. How much he's come in the last year. Yeah,
it's the whole community, man.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are into the beard stuff too. I know a lot of guys are busting out on the beard oils, the beard balms. Which is cool because most of us have some type of facial hair. So I buy off every people in the group. I get their stuff. You gotta keep it nice and soft for the ladies, huh?
I mean, and you Nuth, you mentioned Todd. So when we started with the shirts, and when he first started selling caps, he's doing what I'm doing. He brought in wholesale caps, and then he started designing his own caps. So I'm like along the process now myself. I'm like, wait, I'm like, this is what
Yeah.
Todd started doing first, bringing it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and then he went
Yeah.
to designing his own, which all the way until now he's selling out right away on our show, which is awesome because it wasn't
it
like
is,
that when you
man.
first came on our show.
Yeah,
crazy.
I think
Yeah.
it's the specializing. So like, Ant, when you get to where you're going and picking up that fabric or that weave that no one has, that's where I think
Yeah.
a lot of guys like it, man. I know I like it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
If I like a hat, it doesn't matter if it's made a million times. I'm gonna buy the hat because I like it. But
Right.
if I see a cap that has just something certain to it that you're not gonna see it, you
Yeah.
know, there goes my money.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at now. I'm looking for unique cuts and stuff like that. You know, Boston Scally's just got the same cuts. A lot of different
Right.
designs and themes, but like put out another cut. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I
round
think
and round we
Boston-
go.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I think Boston Scally is kind of just going that route now. They're doing the themes and that's they could care less about releasing another hound. They're just releasing whatever is a quick sellout and get
Yeah.
out. But yeah.
Yeah,
they're on
and
autopilot.
you know, and for me, like I said, I won't bag on anyone. I won't badmouth anyone. I can tell you, just if someone asked me, I'm just not into the lollipop caps and the hush puppy caps. Like I'm kind of more old school. I grew up punk rock. You know, that's why I grew up.
Yeah, me too. I
T-shirts
played drums
because,
in a couple
you know,
punk
back in the
bands.
day, man, you made your own shirts in the oven.
Yeah.
That's how people made cool shirts back then. And so I'm really into that, and I just like it a little grungier, a little kind of more tough guy style, and that's why I wear my flat caps like that. I did buy the punk. I like the punk just because it's just kind of unique with that checkered rim. But I would tell anyone, I mean, don't think about money. Just think about what you want to put out and put out that unique thing. And you've got people that want to buy it. And it means something more than just another cap. I mean, that's just how I feel.
Yeah. Chad actually,
So
first
sad.
508th, he was in a band, punk band back in the day with a drummer. Yeah. I remember the whole G.G. Allen phase and the Black Flag and all those other good things.
GT Allen.
I tried, but I have no rhythm, so I got kicked out.
Me too, bro. I had a guitar, a bass, drums. I had it all. I had no patience to learn the instruments, bro. Like, I went up
I went
drummer.
to the
I'm
Army
a
at
lot
age
older
20
than you,
after my
but,
last band broke up.
If
Tried to clean up.
resonates with anybody, I had a BC Rich Warlock, and it was the coolest, just metal guitar you could buy. And I got kicked out. They were like, "You can't hold the beat to save your life, bro. You got to go."
I play a
That
sick
reminds
air
me of that
guitar.
show. I think it was Freaks and Geeks, where the guy had his so much in his drum kit. He had so many pieces, but he couldn't play drums for shit.
Right.
Yeah. I call those people walking billboards.
Yeah.
And G.G. Allen was a madman. I'm reading some of the comments there.
Yeah, he was an oddball.
Yes.
Caught up to him. So what? Is that your workspace behind you there?
Yeah, it's where I design everything. Like when I get something really good, I'll put stuff on the wall that I like. So I kept that stuff. SRC is slowly kind of fading now, but I'll keep that stuff probably up. My more wicked SRC designs I like, I'll keep them. So I put them up. Kind of serves as a little bit of just reminder why I'm doing it. Not that I totally ever need it, but I'll be honest, sometimes it gets a little taxing. You're sitting here like, sometimes I work on a logo and I work on it so much I want to scrap it, and then finally, a week later or 2 weeks later, I actually can save it, and it's like, all right. So it's my own little private workspace. I'm at the stage in life where I'm here to enjoy everything. I got more behind me than I got in front of me, so I'm not trying to lose anything. So set myself up pretty good.
Well, yeah, I'm originally from the Myrtle Beach area with the bike weeks, and those wicked detention shirts you had would sell like hotcakes on Bike Week. Yeah.
Well, if you guys want, I'll give you a couple more teasers that you probably haven't seen on my Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
So this one is one of my. I mean, this is just my favorite. And
oh wow.
It. I know it's going to scare a lot of people, but the main title of the shirt down here is "The Deception of Perception," and it says "Sinners and Saints" up here. And
I like that.
that's just kind of how I feel. I just feel like there's people in the world that everyone thinks so great, and they're not. And then there's other people that are as great as can be, and everyone thinks they're the devil. So to me, it's just your perception. So that's one of my favorites.
That's dope
then,
right there.
That was sick.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm really refining colors. I'm not going to offer a whole lot. This is my motivational shirt. Obviously, brass knuckles I'm into.
I like that
and
too.
the line on that is life hits hard, so hit back harder. So
Yeah. Hey, I
So
saw.
are
one
you telling that one right now?
last teaser. A lot of my shirts, they're going to have like subtle symbolism that you can interpret any way you interpret it.
Are you selling that burgundy shirt?
I think he will be. These are teasers.
Yeah.
He will be on when he launches.
Oh yeah, these are designs that are going to launch. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that burgundy one with the brass knuckles.
and then
Yeah.
there's some that I'm gonna hold off. I got a whole kind of series. The first 5 shirts are all connected, and they kind of tell a little bit of a story, which has meaning to me. It'll be symbolic and it'll be a little bit cryptic, but you can probably figure it out. It coincides with the rebranding of SRC and moving on to Clover Cartel.
Hey, I saw something on Instagram that said
But I
some
really
people.
appreciate you guys having me on. It's so cool. And then it's pretty cool. I can't see them right now on my screen, but when I watch not being on your show, it's pretty cool to see people making comments, and I know the names. It's pretty. I mean, I don't know them personally, but I know them from all the groups. So it's pretty cool how this is just a big community.
Yeah.
Can you hear Dubs? Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
All right, because I think
Okay.
Dubs has a question.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Double.
I was just going to say I saw something online that said some people wear trends and some people wear scars. I thought that was pretty
I can't hear
cool.
Dubs.
All right.
Oh,
He said that he's seen on your post that you said you had a shirt, Dubs?
Yeah, some people wear trends, some people wear scars. I was just wondering, like, what are some of his favorite designs that have personal meaning to him?
All right. I'll repeat the question. All right. He said
okay.
he's seen that you're saying on your thing, it said some people wear trends, some people wear scars.
Yeah.
He said he said that was pretty sweet. And then he said, where do you get your ideas from, right, Dubs?
Yeah, well, I was just wondering if, any of his favorite designs that have personal meanings, like if he wanted to share any of those. Yeah.
And which designs do you have that have a personal meaning to you? And if you'd like to share any of those.
So he is correct. I don't want to really go into everything. I can just tell you it's definitely betrayal related. Everyone's going to assume divorce, and that's not the case. It's betrayal related to somebody very close to you, and how betrayal feels, and then the dragging on with that person, and just kind of the process. And then it'll all make sense when I release the first 5. But he is correct. I want to correct the definition. So people say, "Oh, there's hurt people out there." There is hurt people out there, and hurt people are different from scarred people. And I'm a scarred person, so I'm a lot harder. And I'm not resentful, but my scars have definitely hardened me. So that's why we're going a different direction. I'm a different guy now. So it relates to an incident that happened in my personal life that my whole life I've grown up thinking, and I acted, and everything was do everything for everyone else and they will repay you. And then to be at a critical part in your life to actually be betrayed with that philosophy, I'm a changed person. So I'm not a hurt person. I'm a scarred person. I really enjoy what I'm doing. But those are the kind of things that'll come out, which, I'm fine with. Some people are like, hey, there's going to be a lot of dudes that resonate with you on this one. And I'm sure there is. And I want to leave my designs open enough. I don't want it to be tailored to my story. I want to be just tailored to the topic. That way, when it hits you, whatever it means to you, if it's enough to make you say, hey, you know what, that resonates and I want it, then cool, I will make it for you. You know, if it doesn't resonate enough with you and you're like, hey, cool picture, you know, or cool logo, cool. Hey, no problem. But my whole intention is kind of laying out what resonates with me, but leaving it open enough so that the actual message is there, but you can carry it on to whatever your circumstances are. So
I'll tell you what, that is
Great
pretty
answer.
deep right there.
Yeah, tell him I said
like I
great
said,
answer, man. Yeah.
Just kinda-
Dub said great answer.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you, Dubs.
Yeah.
All right,
you
Jason,
said
I want to go ahead and let you go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna ask him. He says he's retired. I was wondering what he did before he retired.
I was a cop.
Oh, okay.
All right.
For a
All right,
long
cop.
time.
Nice.
Yeah. So
What kind of
so now
cop?
I'm on to chapter 2 of my life.
Nah,
Hey.
awesome.
Yeah, we got some comments. I like this guy. I'll have to get a shirt this week. I got deep. That was pretty deep, man. I love it. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I love the shirts, Jason. Cop here too, of course. Yeah, we got another cop here. Yep, we already know. We got another cop here. I grew up around the Detroit area, and it was cops weren't exactly my friend. But,
Yeah. Me
yeah,
neither,
but like you
bro.
said,
There's still not a
but
lot
like
of
you
people's
said,
friends.
you get your second chance of life, and I that hit me when you said that, because now I'm on a new chapter of my life. These guys know my background. Yeah, I went a little bit more in depth with those guys than these guys, but I definitely did a 180 in my life, but yeah. So with that when you were just not saying there, that hit pretty deep, and it was great words for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. It's great getting to know you.
Yeah, thank you
Yes.
guys again. And thanks for reaching out to me. It was really cool. Totally unexpected, and you just to throw me a message was cool. So I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you guys having me on.
And Jason, you want to go ahead and plug all your
appreciate you coming
socials
on.
again real quick?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I'm on Instagram, Black Clover Cartel on Instagram. I'm the only one, and obviously you'll see my mug on there as soon as you click on it. And then SRC at Facebook, or on Facebook, there's an SRC Self-Reliant Clothing page. And then there's a Black Clover Cartel by SRC on Facebook as well. Anyone can feel free to join and come along for the ride. And I'm going to just keep pumping out, symbolic type logos that hit a little deep, but you can also, rock on your Harley as you're rolling down the freeway.
Yeah,
Cool.
And now you're gonna do the printing there you have a machine and stuff.
Yeah, so I went out, I got presses. The only thing I don't do, and I'm not going to do, I could go buy a DTF machine and do it myself, but I don't want that mess. They're messy and they take maintenance, and so I just order my DTF. So for right now, being just a small Joe, my prices will probably have to be a little bit higher until I figure out a system, or maybe get something to where I carry a little more volume so that I can actually get the prices down, because I could keep my shirts down to about $22 on SRC, doing all my own work. But DTFs, I have to contract that out, and I have to pay those prices. So they're going to make money off of me. I'm not trying to kill anybody, but at the same time, these are the logos I want, and that's what it takes to have a shirt with that type of detail in it. I have to go DTF, so I'm going to have to do that. But that's my goal. Like I said, I'm not really trying to turn into a big company. I really don't want that. I want to be able to do drops and provide people with cool shirts that they feel good with, that they resonate with, that they want that logo. But at the same time, I kind of just want to do limited drops. Hey, the window's going to be open for this time. Get your stuff, and then that way I can focus on new logos and plus still enjoy a little bit of life. I'm not trying to work all the time.
Yeah.
Again, Jason,
cool.
thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
And
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Jason.
pleasure having you on.
Thanks
I look
for
forward to
coming
see
on.
what you bring out in the future.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
All right. Peace, everybody.
Take care now.
Hey, can you guys hear me at all?
I
can.
think Jason was a hard time hearing you and Dubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think he wasn't hearing you and Dubs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he cut Dubs off at one point. So that's why I was like, "Can you hear him?" And then lo and behold, he couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must not have been able to hear me either.
Yeah, he might not have been.
I'm just waiting for. There he goes. All right, so that was he was pretty cool. Jason got a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that. And
I wish I could ask him more
really
questions.
like
I
those
was
shirts.
interested in what he was talking about.
Yeah. You got it.
That was very deep, man. What he
Yeah.
replied
Well,
back.
that answer he gave you, yeah, for sure, man.
That's what I went to school for, was law enforcement. I just ended up using it to be an animal warden instead of a cop.
Right.
Gotcha.
all right, we're coming up to our last guest. Go ahead and introduce him here, Ant.
So this guy is from my area, New York. We used to work together in a warehouse, and it's just when he was a kid, basically. And it's just been awesome to see what he's been able to do with his life, being a young entrepreneur. So I'm excited about bringing him on. This is Carlos from Printed with Passion.
All right.
Carlos, what's going on, sir?
What's up, man? What's going on?
What's up, Carlos?
Thanks for coming
Carlos,
on.
you
guys hear me
start,
good?
I just want to make sure everybody can be heard here. Can you hear me okay, Carlos?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you hear
yes.
Dubs?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good deal.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, so
Yeah, well, guys, thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate you.
no problem. We're looking forward to hearing
Yeah.
your story here. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and exactly what you do, bud.
All right, so my name is Carlos, and I've been printing for over 12 years. I was able to learn this industry after I stopped working with Anthony at the warehouse that I was working. Great guy, man. Had a great relationship. To this day, we still do. Awesome dude, super humble dude, and it's just dope to still hear from him after all these years. So I was pretty much young when I jumped into the industry of screen printing, and I've been doing it for, I want to say, 12, 13 years now. And it's been a blessing because, background that I come from a gang infested neighborhood in New York. And, growing up was really difficult because we didn't have much, for us. And I eventually ended up dropping out of high school, just had nothing but dead end jobs and, factories and stuff like that until I came across screen printing that it changed my life 100%. When I dived in, I didn't know nothing. It looked so super complicated. Up until that point, I never really thought about how t-shirts were made. And when I saw the process of screen printing, it just blew my mind. So I ended up working for a company for free for an entire year, just so I can learn the business, learn it from the beginning to the end. And around 2016, my wife tells me that she wants to move to Georgia, where I'm currently living at now. And, we ended up getting an apartment, living there for 9 years up until last year. I was able to purchase my own house, thank God. And we got an acre. Thank you. We got an acre of land. Thank you. We got an acre of land, 6-bedroom house, and then my garage where I work at is 20 by 30. And I've been serving customers here in Gainesville, Georgia for 10 years now. And I strictly do screen printing. My customer base is, I want to say, like 90% screen printing. I do some DTF, but it's not something that I really focus around. I only take DTF orders when customers just want 1 shirt, 2 shirts. But mainly the brands that I work with, companies that I print for, is strictly all just screen printing.
So what's the difference between DTF and screen printing? Can you explain some of that?
Yeah, well, screen printing there's a process behind screen printing. So when you want to, let me show you guys some shot. One second. Can I see this?
Holy cow.
Okay, so this is, I'll explain what's the difference between screen printing and DTF. So this is all of my ink catalog. I have a lot. And yeah, so this is my press. It's a 4-color press that I have. When I was living in my apartment, I had this in my apartment. It was super tight, but I had a vision. Of one day, having my own little setup. And so this is where I wash out screens, and I'll get to the pre-production part. So this is what screen printing is. This is a screen right here, and And pretty much what happens is we put in a chemical on it, like an emulsion on there, and we bring it over here, which this is called an exposure unit. And what it does is that exposes the design itself. So this creates a stencil on the screen. So pretty much everything that the light hits, it becomes hard. And everything that the light doesn't hit, which is a stencil, it becomes sensitive to water. So it washes out, which is what I did. I did this for a football team today. One color job. The difference between screen printing and DTF is this. I have a DTF right here because I had a custom. I'm doing it for a customer. I designed this. It's going to El Salvador. The difference between DTF and screen printing, I can't screen print this because this is every color on here would require a screen.
Separate screen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So whenever you
Makes
do, let's
sense.
say you do the American flag, right? It'll be 4 colors: red, white, and blue.
So
With
you
2
need 4
colors.
screens, one for each
Yeah.
color.
Yeah. So
Wow.
every color will have its own screen. So I'm not one that knocks. This is my bad. This is like a color chart that I show my customers that I can get any colors. I don't knock a DTF because this right here, DTF is a lifesaver for me. You know, I'm still able to make money off of DTF, even though if it's 10%. That 10%, I'm probably doing, I want to say, maybe 12 to 24 orders a week, and I want to say like maybe 8 or 9 of those are DTF. And there's no, with DTF, there's no, you can do unlimited colors that you want. You can go crazy.
Yeah.
You can do 30 colors. Screen printing is limited. I can only do 4 colors, so it's difficult for me to go ahead and try to do that design that just showed you. Because it's multicolored, so I can't print that. But luckily for DTF, it's around, so I'm able to DTF that as well.
It's a nice setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I
Does most of
appreciate
your
you.
business
Great.
from like schools
Great
and everything? Then?
explanation. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dubs.
Did some silk screening in high school, so I understand a little bit how it works with the separate screens for the different colors.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dubs.
I was just saying that was a great explanation, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's
Now, Carlos, is a lot of your business from local schools?
I do, yes. I do schools, I do construction companies, I do clothing brands, and I have a lot of customers from New York. The reason why a lot of customers up there are starting to print with me is because, one, the cost of living in New York is extremely expensive. So the screen printing out there is crazy. When they find out what I'm charging, they'll come down here and I'll get their stuff printed. So a lot of my customers are coming from New York, but my main thing is really these companies, because at the end of the day, when you have a business and you go and you get T-shirts done, it's a tax write-off for your business because it's considered marketing.
Right.
So whenever I present that to these companies that they make thousands and thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and I tell them like, hey man, you go ahead and you can want to go pay the IRS $5,000, or you can put an order with me. And they'll go ahead and do it. Nobody wants to give money to the IRS at the end of the day. I don't.
Yeah.
You got to love the hustler aspect of that. That's
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
The question in the chat, Carlos, what's better? What lasts longer, DTF or silkscreen?
I would say screen printing because look.
Yeah, it gets into the material.
Correct. And but DTF more sits on top of the garment rather than But like I said, they both are good. They both have its purpose in the industry, and there's a big conflict right now between screen printers and DTF, which for me is very immature because at the end of the day, it's whatever's feeding our families.
Well, they both have their advantages. There's advantages to each kind.
Yes, correct. There's
No, I
pros
see
and
this. I see
cons.
too.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to both things, man. There's things that that if it wasn't for DTF, I wouldn't have certain customers. And there's customers that they don't want screen printing. They strictly want DTF. And vice versa. I have customers that don't even want to hear about DTF. It's strictly screen printing. So they both have their purpose in the industry. Screen printing has been around a lot longer. You've been around for ages. You go way, way back to the Song Dynasty because this started over in China. China started it, and then the USA with this capitalization capitalized on it. It was Disney actually. Disney was the first ones that started screen printing shirts and selling them as souvenirs. So after that, the when the US came, it just blew it up, bro. And it's true. The US we blew it up screen printing, and it's but there's a process behind it. It's not. If I want to get, let's say I'm about to order DTS later tonight, and when I order gang sheets, one of the guys that was talking about placing an order with DTF, it's true. It's like you're not gonna want to put one order for like a front and the back. I go ahead and get all of my DTF customers on a gang sheet, and I have somebody here local. I thought about buying a DTF, but like the guys were saying, it's true. It's high maintenance. It's a mess, and if you're not making at least $600 in profit a month, like just profit, not net, not income, but profit, then it's not recommended you get it because you have to keep those machines running. Otherwise, the lines are clog up, and So I thought about getting it, but maybe later down the line I would get it. But my main focus is screen printing.
So it's kind of like a normal printer, like where they'll start putting lines on there, and you got to clean the print head and all the other good stuff.
Yeah.
How many people do you have employed there? How big's your team?
It's just me. I'm a one man army.
Okay.
And my wife.
So it's out.
one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I do
interesting.
everything,
Also
bro.
the same thing about the DTFs. It would be also the same thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I mean, 'cause whenever I get a DTF customer, I get happy because now I'm thinking like, all right, I don't gotta burn screens, I don't gotta reclaim screens, I don't gotta print films, I don't gotta set up, I don't gotta do this, that. DTF it's become so convenient that I get happy when I get DTF because, like, even though screen printing is my main thing, there's a huge process behind it. And I always tell people, I give people an example of baking cookies whenever they want to place an order with me. Like, whenever you go bake cookies, you're not going to bake one cookie. You're going to bake a batch of cookies. And that's how screen printing works. There's a process behind it. So we don't recommend, setting up 4 colors for one shirt. I'll tell the customer, when it comes to screen printing, our minimums is 12 shirts. Anything below that is getting DTF. And it's just because the process and the work that's required behind it that will make you want to lean towards getting 1 shirt, 2 shirts, 3 shirts. I always used to turn those jobs away. Like, oh, I can't do 1 shirt, 2 shirts until DTF came around. It opened. Now I wasn't leaving money on the table. I was able to offer that service as well. And I have somebody local that does it. Great job. But yeah.
You do all just batches of shirts, or do you have any print on demand customers?
Yes,
I
that's
do.
what I was wondering.
Yes, I do have print on demand customers. Not a lot. It's all screen printing, but screen printing, I probably only have 1 customer print on demand, and that's because when he comes through with like 100 shirts, 200 shirts, and it's that.
Do you mail those out for him, or do the customers handle that?
Say that again. Sorry.
Like do you mail those out for him? Like a lot of print on demands will like send them out for the customer. Do you offer that, or?
Yeah, I do the same thing
Okay.
too.
Cool.
I have one person I'm printing for out of Ohio, and he's just starting his brand. It's like a samurai brand, and he strictly wants DTF. I offer screen printing, but he just strictly wants DTF. So for his stuff, it's pretty simple. So what I try to do is just keep like certain transfers on deck. So whenever these repeated customer comes, unless they change the design, But right now, there's a huge division in this industry, a humongous division, especially with AI now coming into the picture.
Yeah.
It's it's something that a lot of shops are they're turning AI images away because they haven't quite, when it comes to screen printing, they haven't quite figured out how to how to break down the colors. We figured
Right.
it out, and I'm always telling people like, yo, like we got to evolve. We can't just stay stagnant and stay with that old mindset. Something new comes, we got to evolve. So what I'm
Yeah.
seeing a
Yeah.
lot is just people,
We-
they launched and what it is, they launched this campaign. I don't know if you guys seen it, where it says no AI, no shop here accepting that. Pretty much the whole AI campaign being launched, it's something that is in protection to the graphic designers. Because if you think
Yeah.
about it, like now, graphic designing is like, will I have a job or not? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
all
I
But
don't
you know,
blame
this
them.
whole
We-
the whole AI argument is kind of ridiculous. It reminds me of when the graphic computer artists came out, and all the people who drew stuff by hand and
Yeah,
painted by hand were
exactly.
saying the same thing about these computer
Yep.
graphic artists.
Yeah.
And now you've got AI, which is just a new extension of that. I mean, it's the way of the future. It's here. You
It's
can
not going
boycott it,
anywhere.
but you're
Yeah.
just going to get left behind because people are going to use it to their advantage. And if you're not going to take advantage of it, you're going to struggle.
We were
Compete.
talking
100%.
about
Yeah.
this. We were talking about this in the lobby, and it's not
In the
going
pre-show,
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny,
Yeah.
but in the
Yeah.
lobby before the show, this was the discussion, and now
Yeah.
we're again
The
offline.
exact same discussion. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
same argument was happening when all these graphic computer artists came out. You know, painting on
Yep.
their computers and stuff
Mhm.
like that instead of doing it by hand. People were whining and complaining about the same thing. It's technology. You just need to adapt and utilize it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was terrible at coloring. Yeah, I was not a very good graphic. I was good at color by number. I was good at that, but
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much it.
I was telling these guys I use it like in a hybrid way. Like I'll use my actual stuff mixed in with AI. So I'm
Yeah.
doing I'm doing both worlds there.
And
So
like I said earlier, that's you got a girl that can draw. She drew you up this
exactly.
logo.
Yeah.
Throw that in, So
Yeah.
you do like a hybrid thing. So Carlos, you
Hey.
said you figured out how to print the AI with the complex colors.
Yeah. So pretty much, we was having issues with, so so when it comes to screen printing, we create something that's called like half tones, but it's shading. So it's something, let's say black fading out. We couldn't figure out how to break that down. Um, so what we did was on TikTok, I'm on this forum and in this group that we go live, like 5, 10 screen printers go live, and we pretty much help other screen printers who are learning the industry. What I'll do is I'll literally work and go live, and we pretty much like when AI started to come around, that was the issue that we were having with Moses. How do we transform those shadings into screen printing? Because the way it should translate when it comes to us, like screen printing, is a bunch of little dots, big dots, and then it fades out to little dots. That's how we create that illusion of halftones, what was considered shading. So that was the most
Like they used to
difficult.
use the old comic strips, the dots.
Mhm.
Yes, correct. Correct. The old comic is a perfect way to describe
Yeah.
the dots for screen printing, which we call halftones. So that was the most difficult part to try to figure out, and we were able to, using different plugins in Photoshop and Illustrator, we were able to figure out, how it works. And people right now they're not, how do I say this? They're not accepting that we did it, but we did. I did. Hold on, let me show you this shit.
That garage is huge, man. It's a huge garage.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's been cutting in and out on me, so I apologize. I have
Has he?
heard some stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in and
A little
out.
bit for me, but not really.
Yeah.
All right, here
There's
you
a
go.
good question in the chat. I'm going to ask him when he gets back too.
Yeah.
All right, so here's right here. This was created with AI. All right, and this consists of little dots. That's how you create that photorealistic image. You see how
Oh, that
the
looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
electricity looks
that's awesome.
like buzzing. This is full
Very
colors.
sharp.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah,
like
man.
that.
This is
That's
actually
really
my
sharp.
brand. My brand is called Felice.
And that's silk screened?
Yeah, this is silk screen,
That's crazy.
full
Wow.
colors, full colors, and this is the stuff that I want to get into next, which is photorealism, because I've gotten bored. After all these years, I've gotten bored of doing the same press, what we call
Yeah, yeah,
spot color printing. I did the Mona Lisa. Man, I wish I had I gave it to my daughter. She has it inside, hanging on the wall. I did the Mona Lisa, and the entire all of the colors were halftones, little dots, and it creates that illusion. Man, it looks so beautiful, and I fell in love with that type of printing. Is called simulated process printing, and I fell in love with it, man. And that's why when I launched my brand, I said, all right, I want all of my shirts to be photorealistic, and I'm only doing limited drops. Meaning, like this shirt, whoever ordered these shirts right here were $45 each. I only made 20 of these. This design is never coming out ever again. I'm never going to print it. It's only limited. So that's the type of stuff that I want to get into next, which is a photorealism type of printing.
right, right.
And,
You got to be on
and
the
you
I
kind
don't
next
of
think
hit
I've
on
ever
it
seen
just
a
now.
silk screen look like that before. That really looks great.
Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah. I got a question
Appreciate
in
it.
the chat here, Carlos. Do you sell your designs? And if so, I mean, do you have a place where people can buy your designs online?
I don't I don't make designs to sell for myself, unless it's for my brand. But my service is mainly for like companies pretty much, you know. Like, hey man, I got a landscaping company, so I don't create designs um yet, you know, but I do want to get into it. I just want to focus right now on my growth as a printer. And even though I've been printing for all these years, man, I don't I don't walk around like arrogant, you know, saying like, oh, like I'm the best printer here. You know, I can easily take that title for this area that I live in. Well, all these shops know me and stuff, but I have a humble part of me that I feel like if I stay arrogant, which I never was, you know, there's no space to grow. There's no space to, you know, because now you're the I know everything guy, you know, and that's not a good way, you know, to walk in life. So so I don't make my designs, but later down the future, it is my plans to do so. You know, but first I want to focus on growing as a printer, because if I can get into this photorealism stuff, that'll open doors for a different customer base, you know, a different market, and
Right.
that's the market I want to get into, because that's where the big boys at, you know.
And Carlos, you want to go ahead and plug your all your socials and everything so people can follow you, our viewers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on TikTok, I'm known as Printaholic, and then my Instagram is Printed with Passion.
Printaholic. Okay.
Yeah,
I know
And
what
you
that.
have all
And,
his
and, you know,
contact stuff, right?
What's that?
say it
yeah.
again?
I said you have all his contact stuff, right? If
Yeah.
I need it.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
And Carlos, I much respect to you, sir, about coming up from where you were.
Yes.
I grew
Yeah.
up in the Detroit area, and like the gang violence, gang association with YBI, Young Boy Incorporated, Chambers family, and for you to be able to uprise from that and make somebody of yourself, that's good in my book. I mean, there's too many people fall victim to the product in their environment, and to see a success story, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
man, thank you.
Yeah.
we used to bring a lot of guys in from that area, and you know, Carlos was like one of a kind. I would say, like, I remember me and my boss talking about like, yo, this guy's got intelligence, man. You know, he's definitely going to be something, and just the way he was a leader right away. You know, and I would say this was
Awesome.
probably back in 2013, I think it was. So that's probably about a good 13, 14 years ago. So you had to start the printing right after you left, then, like not long after. So
Yeah,
this is like
after
That's
making me
great.
proud, man. This is making me proud. I gotta tell you, bro.
thank
That's
you,
great
bro.
I can
stuff.
Thank you.
remember us
Yeah,
sweating our fucking balls off and freezing our balls off in that place.
yeah,
You
it's
know?
crazy. I think about that place a lot because it's when I first started to listen to a lot of motivational videos, like wearing
Yeah,
headphones to David Goggins and all that stuff. And I used to just think like, man, like I know one day I'm gonna try to do something, or be somebody, but I just didn't know, what direction or where to start. And
yeah,
God led me, to the screen printing thing, which is something that I've mastered, but is evolving. So it's giving me more chance to grow and to learn. I'm actually planning to go into Mexico to take classes from this well-known screen printer, highly respected in South America. And
nice.
I had a chance to meet with him. I'm doing the next drop for my clothing brand, and he's the one doing the artwork for me, the separations and everything. So I'm super psyched out about that. But yeah, man, I've come a long way, and I mean, when I met Anthony, I was like, I want to say like 23 years old, man. Now I'm 36 years old, and looking back, sometimes I just work so much, I put my head down that I take a second to look back and be like, whoa, like when I'm in
Yeah,
this garage, that's crazy. I used to live in a one bedroom when I was little, in a one bedroom studio. A twin bed used to fit exactly in the closet, and that used to be my room. And I was super grateful, super grateful
yeah,
for
yeah.
that little space. So when I come here and I look at this, I first thank God, and then I thank myself for the hard work too, man, because I've been putting
Love
in
it.
work.
Yeah, love that. Love that.
Yeah, it's a hell of a garage, bro.
Yeah.
He comes from Brentwood, Long Island. So I always said he's
Yeah,
Brentwood, Long Island. That's one of the top MS-13 gang
yeah,
spots. I mean, Trump actually flew in there once to do it, an awareness
yeah,
speech on MS-13. So definitely tough
yeah.
shit he came up in.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Trump came to Brentwood and declared him a terrorist group, one, not to get political, but like I took my hats off to him, because he went and cleaned my neighborhood up. Like it was bad. We left because of that, because of everything that was going on. I was like, man, I didn't want my son growing up around that. And I had
Yeah, yeah,
several conflicts. I had several conflicts with
Yeah.
those gang members because I'm Salvadorian and I refuse to join their gang. I didn't join any gang at all. I've never been a gang member. I've had gang member friends. That's different, but I've never joined the gang. So when they knew I was Salvadorian and I didn't want to join their gang, I kept getting jumped. They kept chasing me. And I told myself like, man, I don't want my kids growing up around this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when my wife
Yeah.
said, "Hey, do you think you can get a job in Georgia?" I was like probably like 2, 3 years into the industry, like super scared. I didn't have a my license was suspended for 10 years from 2009 up until 2019, thanks to street racing. I lost my license. So I drove in my Civic from New York to Georgia with a bunch of black bags in my car, my clothes, and I found a shop out here. I moved out here first. I stayed with my aunt. I moved in January 2016, and then in June of 2016, I brought my family over because I had leased my first apartment. A big accomplishment for me because I've never had anything to my name. And I stayed there for 9 years till I built my credit because when I was young, nobody told me about credit, and I destroyed my credit. So I went from having to work my credit all those years, debts and stuff. And luckily, I was able to get approved for a house, and I found it, man. And I've been here for a year, and now I work for myself full time. Is a beautiful and scary journey because the best way to describe being an entrepreneur is you go skydiving without a parachute and you're trying to build your parachute as you're falling. That's entrepreneurship. Super
yeah, yeah.
scary. It's super scary,
Yeah.
but I believed in myself. Um, I still believe in myself. I have a wife that has always believed in my crazy ideas, and they're good
That's a
ideas,
huge
not
help.
ideas. Yeah, 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 it is because like one thing that I had to learn growing up was to let go of people who, when I try to present an idea, first thing they try to do is scare you. Like, well,
That's a
what if it
good
doesn't
lesson to
work?
learn early on.
Well,
Very
Yeah.
much
yeah,
so.
well, what if I don't want the fear, and I learned that,
Yep.
the people that I talk to on a daily basis, they're all screen printing business owners, and we talk about ideas, we talk about, or AI, how can we get better? How can we, hey, check this out, I got this idea, it might work for your business, and I took a step back from hanging out with certain family members because of the mindset. The mindset could destroy your life or it could change your life. And it's totally up to you and how you have your mindset. So I try to keep my
Yeah.
mindset
When,
positive.
when you're a little kid, they're like, you could be anything, you could be anything. Then when you start trying to be something and have ideas, they're like, no, they try to tell you all the negative shit, right? Why you can't do it. That's
You're
the
right, and
baby
that's
boomer shit.
no, it's true what you're saying, and even in the Bible, it talks about being like that kid because kids are fearless, bro.
Yeah.
They,
Yep.
and I try to, they're fearless and their minds are like sponges. So you give them information and they're soaking it. And, the Bible talks about us being like kids. Look, I'll tell you something. I went skydiving like 2 years ago, I think it was. Bro, it was the scariest experience of my life, but it did something to my brain where I lost all fear, you know, and sometimes I think about stuff and I don't get scared at all. There's only two things I'm scared of. That's God and the IRS. Other than that,
Yeah.
the IRS,
Good scares right there.
the IRS comes knocking the door, man, you're in trouble. You know?
Yeah.
But that's
All
my
right. Yeah.
story, man.
Carlos, it was great having you on here. It was great
Yeah.
hearing your story.
Great hearing your
Very
story.
much so.
Yeah. I feel like
Thanks a
you're a
lot,
brother
brother.
to me now, and I've only known you for about 30 minutes. Yeah. That was pretty deep.
I'll tell you one thing. I would love to come on again. Next time, I
Oh,
will
but yeah.
have a Scully cap on. That's my word.
All
Oh, there
right.
you go. There you go.
All right, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
I'm
go,
telling
man.
you,
There you
because
go.
I've been wanting to get one. And
Nice. Yo, I think you would rock it, man. You look good with
Yeah.
it. For
yeah,
sure.
man, for sure. But,
Yeah,
yeah, but
it was
thank you for
great
having
ending
me.
your episode tonight. I mean, it was a great story. Turn your life around. That's a feel good story, and I know we talked about doing episodes on feel good stories in the future. That was up there. That was good. That
Yeah.
was good.
Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot,
man.
bro,
Thank
for
you.
coming on.
All right.
God bless each and every
Thank
one,
you.
man.
All right.
All right,
Thanks
guys.
everybody for watching tonight. Do you guys have any final words?
No, I
Nah,
just
great
think
show,
that
man. Great
episode.
job
Great
lining
show.
up the guests, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
man,
one of
that-
those where you just kick back and listen, dude. Amazing
Yeah,
stories.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, next week we're gonna have Ed the Tax Guy back on, and we're gonna do a Father's Day special. So it's gonna be real heavy next week, man. Maybe we'll be
Yeah.
shedding tears, So
There might be some tears shed next week.
yeah.
We've had Todd on before, but both he's a great guy, but both these other two guys were great too. I really enjoyed listening to both of them talk. I appreciate
Oh, yeah,
you guys lining that
absolutely.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Jason was class act. Carlos he was an inspiration to a lot of people. I guarantee watching that inspired a lot of
Yep.
people watching.
Yeah.
It's easy
Yeah.
to root for
Yeah.
both of them to succeed.
100%. Yep.
And Chris, we got a question in chat from Chris about a mental health episode. We are going to have one of those as well.
Yeah.
We are a little bit booked until end of July now.
Yeah, I mean, we're booked to end of June, and then we have one guest coming on mid-July, so we do have open spots. So we'll start discussing that stuff. What we're gonna do. So we got a lot of ideas and a lot of guests and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's kind of lined up to where the guests can come on, and then. But yeah, that's something that we definitely have to do for sure.
All right. Again, thanks everybody for watching. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
All right.
Later.
Well, thank you.
From somewhere beyond the brim, beyond the smoke, and just past 7:30 p.m. Central, a gathering of gentlemen discussing Cap's culture and whatever else drifts into the night. The Gentleman's Roundtable. every Tuesday, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, where the conversation goes beyond the caps.